right, we are back. I'm so grateful to join y'all again for my third vlog. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. Same time every month. You get the cicadas out because, you know what I'm saying, it's summertime. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful time. We got the sun shining and all that good stuff. And I'm just grateful to spend time with y'all again. Basically, I really am excited to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of my nonprofit, Inspire Love Dream Educational Services. If you haven't, check that out yet, definitely go to inspirelovedreameducation.com. You can check out our upcoming 3-part curriculum that will be kicking out virtually and in person. So if you're interested in music composition, if you're interested in, general botany, like urban farming, things of that nature, and then you're also interested in world building, financial literacy, ILD is this place for you. This August 4th, we'll be starting our classes, like I said, hybrid, so it's going to be virtual and in person, and they're free to anyone who signs up because of our donors and our partners. Thank you so much for supporting and empowering this vision. This is a vision that, definitely has been empowered through so many avenues. And specifically for me, when I was in grad school back in like 2015, someone that my mentor kept bringing up to me was Bell Hooks. So my focus is in intersectionality. So, Patricia Hill Collins was like a huge part of like my research and everything like that. Patricia Hill Collins, Kimberly Crenshaw, obviously Dr. Kimberly Crenshaw, Bell Hooks, Nikki Giovanni, much more. But Bell Hooks definitely stuck with me because, Bell Hooks has a whole like teaching pedagogy that's focused on, revitalizing our systems of support and our social systems and connections of support, really focusing on children to not being, the most like marginalized groups in our society, and how that kind of trickles into how we treat each other as adults and such of that nature. So it's really cool to really, utilize these different mechanisms and really implement them into the whole idea of being sensory and trauma informed with my nonprofit and through the classes that we offer in community. So I'm really grateful to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Like I said, 1-year anniversary officially. We were birthed in 2015. That is when I started my undergraduate education and started mentoring and really started kind of thinking about how would I like to see a revitalized education system. So kind of going from there and then moving into last year, 2024, June of 2024, and being like, all right, it's gonna do it. So really grateful to celebrate. So if you got your tea or your water, or if you got your champagne, definitely cheers up to us. Thank you so much for your support and your empowerment of this vision and sharing in community with. This past month has been really cool. We celebrated Juneteenth, and I think it's really important to think about Juneteenth not just as a day of being like, oh yay, this is when folks in the South received news late that they were no longer legally enslaved. I think it's important to note that all of our communication systems in our society are very vast. And I was thinking about Juneteenth the other day, like, I wonder culturally, because, as a sociologist of family and marriage, as a sociologist of community organization, I really think about just certain dynamics and social ties. And I'm like, there's no way that somebody didn't come back from somewhere, because people had passes back then too to be able to go to different plantations and things of that nature. There's no way that someone was like, hey guys, do you guys know that we're actually supposed to be legally free? And just culturally, I see it, just even to this day, kind of how systems we interact when we have people who might be different in our society, like Amanda Seales. I don't know that lady personally, but I do know that she speaks out on things that sometimes are uncomfortable to people, but they're honest. They're pretty accurate sometimes. And I wonder, why do we chastise these people, then wait for, later implications, like with Juneteenth, right? They waited until there was, military officials that came and told them years later if they were free when they were already legally free. And what I'm getting at is I'm pretty sure there was a couple of Amanda Seales in that group, a couple of Bell Hooks in that group, a couple of Nikki Giovanni's in that group, a couple of Toni Morrisons in that group. I can go on for days, right? Who are just like, guys, we're supposed to be free, right? So I really want to challenge, the community to start to really think about how do we handle, I don't want to say conflict, because it's not really like, because the word conflict to a lot of people typically when they hear it, they're not hearing resolution. So how do we get to the point of when there's something that might be uncomfortable to our paradigm? How do we support each other if it's not harmful to the paradigm, right? If it's not something that's going to enact a way that, you know, will literally kill, destroy someone, it's actually something that's beneficial to them. Why fight against that? Why resist that? And why wait for someone who is actually harming you to tell you that they're done harming you, when you can just say, don't harm me anymore? So just something to think about with Juneteenth, and I'm grateful for everyone who's, you know, had a good time celebrating and things like that, and spending time with your families and all that good stuff. And I'm grateful that it's acknowledged, you know, more so on the mainstream now too. So as we prepare to celebrate next year as well, I want to keep that in mind for our communities. And this is not just for folks who are Black and brown, this is everybody, right? How do we support each other better? How do we listen to each other better when we actually have, you know, things that are different in paradigm but can actually be of benefit to our society? That's not harming anyone. I'll put that out there. It's not harming anyone. It's literally just equity. How do we choose to receive more equity? So I hope you guys, you know, have a great rest of y'all's week. This is about the end of the blog, I want to say. Really, the vlog, really. I would say this upcoming weekend, if you're in North Texas, I'll be DJing, also doing a fundraiser for my nonprofit. Like I said earlier, we're going to be kicking off the 3-part curriculum in August. So, like, this is a nonprofit, so everything that is given, we utilize that for the resources to provide to the community. So this weekend, I'll be DJing at Kelly's Art Shack in McKinney, Texas, 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. Margaritas, it's a margarita walk, it's an art gallery. So folks, you know, be coming in and out, but they also have a beautiful patio area and, like, you know, beautiful art around. So if you want to, you know, bring your family or just bring yourself and your friends, come by, bring your margarita. If you don't have a margarita, we got margaritas. Come on by, listen to some great music, donate for a great cause, and, you know, just celebrate the beauty of the future that we're all bringing in together. So I'm very, very grateful to bring this in together with you guys. I'll see you guys on Saturday. If you guys are in McKinney, Texas, you can check out more, or if you're just in North Texas in general, I know y'all can drive. So if you're in North Texas in general, drive on up. And also sending lots of love to the families in Central Texas, you know, San Antonio, Austin, the devastation that took place on the 4th of July out there. Definitely sending love to all those families who, you know, have not recovered their loved ones. Definitely want to make sure that, you know, if there's any mutual aid groups that would like, you know, for me to share as well on the website, definitely please let me know. I'll definitely make sure I post, you know, links and such like that of people that I know who are sharing mutual aid as well. So y'all have a blessed rest of your week. If, like I said, if you're in North Texas, I'll see you Saturday. If not, I'll see you next month.